What is up? And in today's video, I'm going to be playing Dragon City. Honestly, this game has been popular since I was in third grade? Second grade? I have never played it, and you know what? I was like, screw it, I'm going to start playing a new game today. So I'm going to be talking about my life. Whenever I say that, I mean I'm going to be talking about growing up, what happened in my life, and what got me here today. So first off, I was born on June 16th, 2006, in where I'm not going to say my location. I was born in a hospital, obviously. And my mom and my dad were there. Yeah, so I was born. Growing up, I was a very mischievous child. I was told that I used to draw on the wall and feed my dog Cheerios, like over and over, so I was very mischievous. I was even told that I would, let's just say, use the bathroom in my diaper whenever on purpose to annoy my grandma, where she had to change it. I heard that I did that like on purpose, and I'm like, oh, sounds like me. Anyway, so yeah, growing up, I was kind of an outcast. I was kind of one of those kids that was different in a way. So I used to read these books, and I got back into them recently, and they're called Warrior Cats, and it's books about cats and clans. And they talk. They are not humans, but they do talk like humans. And so I started acting like one at recess in sixth grade, and I would spit on people and bite them and stuff. And I was acting like a cat basically, because I felt like it. I don't know, but yeah. So that was that. I used to spit on people and stuff. It was disgusting. I got put into therapy whenever I was 10 years old because I guess I needed it, which I still have the same therapist. I went to see her Friday, which is crazy because it's been a few years. Um, Whenever I was younger in elementary school, I used to think it all started whenever I was about 4 years old. I watched this show or something about a cat that was very bad. Like it was a cartoon, and I went to the pool and I started scratching people and going, I'm a bad cat or something. And I even remember it. I was about 5 years old. And then as I got older, I got into Pokemon, and I used to think that I was a Pokemon. No, I am being serious. I used to think that I was a Pokemon. One of those little creatures with powers, you know what I mean? You all know what Pokemon is. I used to think I was a Pokemon up until about third grade, and then I was like, I'm not a Pokemon. So, yeah, I'm not a Pokemon. So yeah, that was me whenever I was younger. I used to be very into art. I used to be at this camp, and if I got in trouble, they would take away my art privileges, and I'd get very mad, which I still draw to this day. I'm obviously a lot better, so I grew up doing art. Let's see, what else? As I grew older, growing up, my dream was always to start a YouTube channel. I'm just gonna lie. I started a YouTube channel. I wasn't allowed to start one, but I started one behind my parents' back in 2018 of August. I believe I started one behind their back. Don't do that, by the way. And here I am. So I actually was not supposed to have a channel to begin with. I started off by not showing my face. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to start showing my face because who cares? So I started showing my face. I kind of don't do that anymore just because I don't want to. So that's how I got here today. And let's see, my 16th, oops, I accidentally said that. My 16th birthday is in a few days. And I might record whatever I'm going to do for my birthday. Alright, I think I got the hang of the game. So now let's talk about as I got older in my teen years. In my teen years, back in 2019, I started having some issues. We're just gonna put it out there that I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder in 2020. But back in 2019, I started having some issues with that illness. So they were like, what's wrong with her? Because I was acting very out of proportion, very crazy, I guess you could say, very nuts. And they didn't know what was going on, and they finally found answers in 2020. So I'm glad they got me help. They got me meds and everything else. So I'm very happy about that. Now, back in, oh, I'm running out of things to say. Just bear with me. Back whenever I was 13, on my 13th birthday, I went to a place called Jellystone. And the mascot is a bear. It's Yogi Bear. And there was a water park there. And I remember climbing up the slide with kids that were probably, half my age. And I started climbing up the water slide with little kids thinking it would be funny. And I got in big trouble for that. They told me to get down. And they looked at me silly because these kids that I was copying were like half my age. And then I was like, oh shoot, I'm like acting like a child again. So yeah, I got a PS4. Well, I'll get to this later, but back whenever my mom was alive, I got a PS4 whenever I was about 11 for Christmas, and I used to binge play Fortnite all the time. Whenever I say all the time, I mean all the time. And the funny thing is I have never gotten a solo win before, but I still used to play it over and over, and I have never gotten a win because I am horrible at that game. I used to get Fortnite toys and everything else because I was so into it, you know? And then high school came along, and I stopped bringing toys to school because I was told that that was childish, which is kind of true. I mean, it's not that bad. I'm kind of confused at this game. But yeah, like, what was I even saying? I don't even know what I was saying. Something about it's not that bad. Anyway, I was bad at the game. It's not that bad, but it's whatever, you know? And, oh yeah, bringing toys to school, it's not that bad, but that was how I comforted myself, so now I just bring books to school. I mean, whatever, you know? So then, yeah, high school rolls around. I make a few new friends. Last year, I was in some easy classes, so that was nice. I made a new friend. Well, I didn't make many new friends. One of my friends that I had, they moved to Japan. Whenever I was in ninth grade, I was a bit devastated about that, but luckily I was never that close to them, so it didn't really damage me too much. I mean, yes, it made me sad, but like, I was never close with them, so battle.